guys, it's Jane here. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be 7 days of a gua sha. So yeah, without further ado, I'm going to explain what this video is about. So yeah, I decided to look into gua sha. So if you're not sure what one of those is, it is a Chinese tool. Now I picked mine up from Aldi. I did see it in here last week and I've heard it's really good for kind of healing benefits. So mine looks like that. It's actually made of jade and it's basically going to give you sort of like a facial massage, and it kind of like relieves sort of tension and stuff like that. So it is kind of like an old Chinese sort of remedy type thing. Now obviously I talk about my jawline and my chin quite a lot. I'll leave links below to other videos that I've done based on sort of chin reduction and stuff like that. But I'm going to be doing this for 7 days and I want to see if the results are worth it. I might even do a further video from that for 30 days because I think it's one of those ones that you're better putting it into your routine. I think it's the more that you do it, the better the benefit. So it is kind of like a healing Chinese remedy. It basically comprises of sort of scraping the skin in an upward motion. It includes doing the neck, the sort of cheekbone. You can kind of like look at a little thing on the internet to show where the strokes are meant to be, but you use most of the sides of the tool in order to create sort of do this sort of scraping action. That's supposed to relieve like tension, sort of inflammation. It starts a healing process. The Chinese really believe in it, so I want to give it a go for myself. I'm hoping that the results that I get is going to give me a tighter jawline. You know, it's been one of them things that has bugged me for a long time. The fact that I've got a bit of a double chin, my profile isn't the best, and I've kind of started to get loose skin here now that I'm in my 40s or mid 40s. So yeah, I wanted to try something to see if that would work. So the scraping of the skin is supposed to promote healing and supposed to help with inflammation. Now, if that is what this extra chunk is under here, maybe it is inflammation, maybe it's just too many naughties. We're going to find out. So yeah, before we get into day one, I'm going to be showing you my starting point, which is my side profile, my front and my face, and just so that when we get to the end of the video we can do a comparison. So I'm just going to be showing you my face right now. So here is the front of the face. I'm going to come a little bit, let me come a little bit closer. So yeah, front, side, this side, turn. Right, so that's basically the starting point of where we're starting at. I'm going to do 7 days. I'll film every day, probably put some nice music over it, and we'll see you on the last day, and let's hope we see some results. So I'll see you all soon. So guys, my skin is completely prepped now. I'm going to be using the Body Shop Chamomile Silky Cleansing Lotion, which is that. This kind of just gives it sort of a slippy feel so that the gua sha actually glides along the skin nicely. If you don't do it with an oil type thing, it doesn't slide properly. So right, so I'm going to take a couple of pumps and we're going to start off with the bottom half of the neck. So I'm going to get it in my hands. Each movement is going to be done 10 times. So we're going to start with this sort of flat edge here. So we'll do one side first. So I'm going to start at the bottom up to the jaw. Now we're going to start with the sort of the sweetheart shape here, and we're going to be doing it across the jaw and wiggling it at the end. Next movement is going to be across the cheek, so from the mouth here, underneath the cheek there. Now the top of the cheek. Right, I'm going to add a little bit more product because it's getting a bit dry at the top half now. I'm going to add it to my forehead. So we're going to do very gently under the eye. I think you can use kind of any side to this. I'm just going to use this sort of like curve that sort of scoops in there. So I'm going to do one. I'm going to do one. Same with the eyebrow. Again, I'm going to be using the sort of sweetheart section here again. Everything is in an upward motion. Right, we're going to continue doing the same thing to the other side. Right, so that's it guys for day 1. I'm going to be doing it again the next 7 days. So I'll see you at the end of this journey. Right guys, so that concludes the 7 days of gua sha. So I want to do some comparison pictures. So obviously I'm going to bring up the stuff that sort of my face from day 1, and we'll do a bit of a comparison. My overall thoughts is that I think this is something that could be done every day, and you would see the benefits, I think, in more or less in the long run. Maybe 7 days is a little bit too short of a time to sort of gauge whether you're going to see a massive improvement, but obviously the pictures are going to tell us that anyway. So yeah, I might continue with this in my skincare routine because it is very easy to do. You can just do it just before bed, and just while you're sitting in bed watching on your phone, you can just get it done, which is really good. And if the benefits are there, then it's obviously well worth it. Right, I'm gonna obviously give you my side profile, but just so before we get into that, I want to look from the front. Now I kind of do feel that this bit here is not, you know, the jowl area is not as prominent as it was at the beginning. Now maybe that's just me. I'd love to hear your comments down below. Say hi to Tilly, by the way. I'd love to hear your comments down below, but let's have a look at the side profile, because that was probably one of my sort of most biggest insecurities, because I didn't like my double chin. I'm going to try and keep my head down as well to give you the best view, but we'll have a look at the side. Now as I'm filming this, I haven't seen the comparison pictures. I'm only going to see that once I edit it, so I'm not completely sure if there's masses of difference or not, so we're going to have a look when I do that. But like I said, I do feel a little bit better around the front from the jowl area, and whether that's prominent as well on the pictures, I'm not sure, but I'm going to continue doing it. I might do a further video down the road, maybe once I've sort of really integrated it into my skincare routine. Let's sort of do it for like maybe 3 months or something like that, and then maybe do a follow-up. If you're interested in seeing that sort of video, maybe a 3-month video's time, then leave me a comment below and I will get that filmed for you. But that's everything for today's video, so hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you all in the next video. See you guys, bye.